bit of a lesson. 21-18, 21-9. Well, there's a certain buzz around the Siri Fort Sports Complex now, because the final of the 25th Uber Cup is nicely poised at 1 point all after the first two matches, the first singles and the first doubles. Well, after Sayaka Takahashi, next on court will be little sister Sayaka Takahashi. In the second women's singles, it means we will definitely have at least 4 matches this afternoon, and all those doubters out there that thought it would be 3-love to China.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for the next match. Second women's singles,
China of Indonesia, the umpire for this next match, leads the players out.
Presented by Sayaka Takahashi. Umpire, Indonesia. Seventh judge, Australia. Friends, please do not use the flash on your cameras.
Well, a big smile there from the left-handed Sayaka Takahashi. She'll be very pleased with big sister's work in that women's doubles. But with China currently having the number 1, 2 and 3 ranked players in the world ranking, well, once again you have to favour China for this encounter. Well, I wonder what she's feeling at the moment. Certainly much better than if the scoreline in the tie was 2-love to China, 1-all, and she will have real belief. So here is the world number 2, Wang Shixian, 24-year-old from Suzhou in southeast Jiangsu province. World number 2. She has been world number 1, spent a total of 33 weeks as world number 1. A win-loss record for the year translates into 6 tournaments, 4 finals, winning 2 titles this year, the All England and the India Super Series. Well, she's only played 4 of the 5 matches so far in the Uber Cup campaign. Wasn't selected for the very first match in the group against Russia. Only once, as you can see, has she been taken to 3 games. That was in yesterday's semi-final against the left-handed Bae Young-ju. Hour and 10 minutes yesterday. So to her opponents, 21-year-old Sayaka Takahashi from Takaoka, 13 in the world ranking at the moment, and she too has been a little higher, 2 places higher to be precise. her win-loss record for the year? Well, she won the German Grand Prix gold. Same tournament where her sister, with Matsutoma, the pair we've just seen, won the women's doubles. Now, if that's an omen for sisters doing well at the same time, well, you never know, do you? Takahashi has played like her opponent in 4 of the 5 matches so far, but her success rate, she's won 2, lost 2. Lost an absolute thriller yesterday in the semi-final to PV Sindhu. Had a match point in the deciding game at 2019 and eventually lost it in 1 hour and 12 minutes, as you can see, 26-24. Well, I wonder whether physically she's been able to recover since that thrilling match against PV Sindhu. We're about to find out. So this will be the 3rd meeting between the two. 2 previous meetings, both of them were 3 games. Hour and 14 minutes, that last one. Sukardia and Kelly Hoare, a service judge from Indonesia and Australia respectively. Well, both sets of coaches, they will know how important this 3rd match is. Well, Wang Yihan waits in the wings. Wang Shixian.
Ladies and
A
gentlemen,
lot of time. I thought she was having a little, not only at her racket bag, but having a little chat to her teammates.
Sayaka Takahashi. And on my left, China, represented by Wang Shixian. China to serve, love all, play.
So Wang Shixian, a player very much in form so far this year. 4 finals from 6 tournaments played in individual competition. That was going wide, wasn't it?
It was.
Well, Wang Shixian did struggle against a left-hander yesterday against Bei Yunju. I suppose, in all fairness, both these players yesterday having a match
To remember.
well, yeah, 1 hour and 10 minutes as opposed to 1 hour and 12 minutes. So perhaps equally as tired, but of course Japan played last night, so less recovery time. But I suppose when you're into a final, Morton, and the whole adrenaline rush.
In the beginning you don't feel it, but if anything it is a disadvantage to the Chinese Wang. I think that, you know, we've seen her play on the circuit for some years now, and she is a little bit physically suspect. She's really dragging her feet between rallies and so on, and when she's playing top of her game, she's playing very fast, and she's possibly the one that's playing the fastest game in the world of women's badminton today. But she hasn't got that stamina to sustain it very often.
Yeah. Also, I hope this isn't being unfair, but She is quite known around the circuit for deliberately, you know, wasting time because of that lack of stamina that you've talked about.
Yes.
I wondered, that's why I mentioned it at the start of the match, that she'd been on court, looked as if she was ready to start play, and then when her opponent came back onto court, she moved to the side of the court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Went and spoke to her teammates, fiddled with her racket bag. Oh, that is a good angle. What a good rally too.
So I fancy Takahashi's chances
3-1.
the longer this match is going on.
Set is over. 2-3.
And what do you make of the two players as regard to their mental toughness? Do you think they're about the same, or do you think one gets a little more nervous, perhaps more mentally frail?
I think they're about the same. I was very impressed with Takahashi yesterday when she played Sindhu. It's a totally different match, I know that, but it was close, and I don't think she bottled at all. I think Sindhu won it.
Yeah, I was thinking more of Wang Shixian actually.
Yeah, but I haven't seen her in so many tight matches. You see, when we see her, she so very often plays against her own teammates when it really matters.
Very good point.
And in the picture there we saw the chief coach, or the man, the boss, Lee Youngbo.
Well, it wasn't the best net shots, has to be said, from Wang Shixian.
No, but the other one was.
That looked nervous to me.
5-4.
Yeah, she's still got to settle in.
Yeah, it is very early stages.
That's nice, clear. That's good play. Well kept in, playing with the drift.
5-0.
There's Lee Youngbo,
Yep.
the mastermind behind the Chinese badminton.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's very, very good. You seldom see in women's singles that backhand cross. That is good back to where she came from, but this you very seldom see.
Super drop shot. I think the damage had been done
6-0.
earlier in the rally, though. Pushed Wang Shixian very deep to the round the head corner.
Yep.
Then brought her forward to the forehand net. There, she's late, isn't she? Late back to the base position.
Struggling. But interesting already to see that both the players like to play their opponents on the backhand side. So we have a tendency, from where we're sitting, they play a lot to the left. That's the one. One more. One more.
7-6.
this long.
Yeah.
Service over.
That's the first time we saw that cross-court clear. Takahashi can't be happy with that. I already sense that that is one of her favorite shots, that slice straight down the line. It looks long.
Yeah.
Even from up here.
Great racket head control.
9-8.
A 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval from 8-all. 1 or 2 errors, whether they're forced or unforced is subjective. But 3 straight points for Wang Shixian. 13 minutes and 11-8 advantage.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Open. Eleven, 8, play.
So 11-8 in this opening game. Well, make that 4 straight points. Definitely an unforced error.
Takahashi has to watch out now. I think she played really well up to 8, but suddenly mistakes are creeping in.
Yeah, and there's another.
14, 8.
good lift.
Oh, my goodness, that was sharp.
Yes.
Set is over.
That's why I think both of the
9-14.
players actually like to play to that side of the court. So we see more rallies over there. But that one was good.
Perfect net shot from the left-hander. Shuttle sat on the top of the tape before trickling over. Never really got behind it, did she?
15-10.
But still, it's a fairly easy shot.
So in your book, that's an unforced error.
Yes. That's nice. That's good play. That push down the deep forehand corner by Takahashi was really well played.
11-16.
We're mentioning the fact that they both tend to play down the other's deep backhand corner, the left-hand side of the court as we all look down.
Yes.
Do you think Takahashi should be trying to explore the deep forehand corner a little bit more, as she did in that last one?
Yes. And then have that weapon. That is a weapon. That's really a good attacking shot down the line. She's got a nice weapon on that one. And eventually, if Wang is starting to cover it, there is the chance of the reverse slide shot as well.
Well, another lucky net cord, but I felt she earned her luck there.
She did.
Well, Wang Shixian was already off to change the shuttle. Told by the umpire, no, he wants to have a look at it. And the umpire says there's nothing wrong with it.
13-16.
She gets what she wants.
Ashwini Ponappa. Yeah. She is known for that sort of tactic. Now, Morten Frost was saying to me just a moment ago, every time that Wang Shixian, she plays the straight drop from the round the head position, she gets the lift straight, and if she's got the lift straight, in reply, she always goes cross court.
Yeah. And she makes her opponent go up to the net, back to the middle of the court, and then she's got to stop and get back to the other side of the net.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not very good explaining it, but she's doing it a lot. It's a good tactic.
And just to explain that a little bit more, of course, moving back in court, stopping and then having to change direction
and go forward again
is very much more physically demanding than running in a straight line. So if players have to scamper the full diagonal of the court, whilst it's the longest distance, it's relatively easy to run in that straight line. It's that stopping and then going forward again.
Sepisawa, 14-18.
That's in. That's way in.
Way in.
Sepisawa,
Well, total lack of
19,
spatial
14.
awareness. There is a bit of a sideways drift which brings that back in, but that was just poor decision making.
It was never going out.
No. Game points have
20,
arrived
game point,
for Wang
14.
Shixian.
Sepisawa,
That's a good weapon to have.
20.
Yeah.
But imagine if she could spice it up with the reverse as well.
Game point number 2 for China.
$16-20.
It's buying Takahashi time, I think, but it's also buying her some confidence. Oh, that's neat.
It's a super net shot from Wang Shixian,
First game won by China.
and China
21,
teammates
16.
celebrate. That will calm their nerves a little.
Dr. Akhilesh Dasgupta, President, Badminton
Look
Association
at
of
that. That
India.
shuttle upside down as it crosses over the net. It was still spinning, which is why Takahashi could not control the lift. Opening game 21-16.
And may I also request Dr. Akhilesh Dasgupta,
The frustration
Mr. Shankar Agarwal,
started
Secretary, Child, Women
this game
Welfare.
so well. And put the opening game to the world number 2, Wang Shixian, 21-16 in 23 minutes. Two Japanese coaches, Suji Sato and Park Jubong.
$20 seconds, 20 seconds. Second game, love all play.
Well, it's going to be an uphill battle for Sayaka Takahashi from here. Third time that these two players have met each other this year. Can Takahashi force a third game for a third time?
That's lucky.
Oh, clever, clever, clever.
Too low.
I really think that Wang deserved this one. She really played the rally well.
Oh, clever defence too.
Good defence there. That's going long.
3 love.
So Takahashi has to use her big smash, I think. She really have to go at it now, and not only down that line from the backhand side, but she's got to start playing some really solid smashes to offset this. That's it.
Set is over. 1-3.
Oh, nice to see the women's doubles pair already back supporting.
Powdered their noses.
Oh, that is delightful.
2-3.
She's got to do that all the time, I think. She has to push her limits.
So take the initiative within the rally.
Yes, she's got to do it. I think if she just carries on play inverted commas normally, she would, I don't think she will win it. That's another one. And cross, yes.
Right idea,
Yes.
wrong execution.
4-2.
I think we get some really good shots of these in this net play today.
Yeah, now that's nice, isn't it?
It is. That's what she's got to do. That's
Oh, that's sweet. Her trademark shot.
yeah.
5-2.
And the beauty is, it's the first time she's using it in the match so far.
Yeah, at times I think I've been a little critical that she's overplayed it, but you're right, I think that is the first time this match. Well, that has to once again go down as an unforced error.
Yes. That was the lucky shot. Hit the tape.
3-7.
And Takahashi needs a few more of those to catch up. But I think she's playing the right game. I honestly think she's doing what she can. She knows she's got to apply the pressure and try to score the points. Hence, obviously, also more mistakes. That's a good defence.
Oh, it's called out.
Is it called out?
Yeah, there's a challenge here from Wang Shixian.
So
Let's have a look at it.
I think it's in.
I thought that was in. I thought it was in at the time. I couldn't
Yeah.
really understand why she got her hand in the air.
No.
I wondered, yep, indeed it was in.
Challenge successful.
I thought she was asking to change the shuttle.
8-3. 1. Right.
Yeah, that's nice. All good.
So,
9-3.
will she use the challenge?
Lin Dan at the back there of the team bench. Well, all the talk about Lin Dan being the third singles players wasn't needed in the semi-final.
Never materialised.
No. Oh,
That's
what
a
a good net
very,
shot.
yeah, very good. Never stop spinning. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Oh,
That's
done
out.
it.
That's out.
That's wide.
That is server.
Yeah. And I think
4-9.
Wang Shixian knows it. I was keeping a close eye on her there. I think there was a half thought about
Yeah.
trying to challenge.
Right.
Takahashi is breathing heavily now. She really had to work hard in that rally.
Hold. 5-9.
That's wide.
6-9.
Yeah, I think there's signs that Wang Shixian is tired. Yeah, no question. Definitely wide.
There it was again.
That's lovely. Extraordinary rally. Badminton of the very, very highest quality.
Yeah, please don't say world class, because of course it's world class. It happens so often when I'm listening to commentary back home, and then they say, "Oh, this is world class." Of course it is. Number 2 and number 3 in the world are playing.
Yeah, there's that round the head shot, straight down the line again from the left-handed Takahashi.
Two more points, and it can open up the match.
It's gone wide. Yeah.
Eight,
Wang Shixian, I think, is a little tired, which is why she's made these one or two unforced errors.
Server. 11-8. Interval.
Well, exactly the same scoreline at the mid-game interval as we had in the opening game. Well, didn't miss by much, but a miss is as good as a mile.
Baba. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you. Yeah. 11-8.
Well, that little timeout, I think perhaps the advantage of Wang Shixian. A little time just to recompose her thoughts, also a little physical breather. And it's very, very important that the left-handed Takahashi holds fast after the mid-game interval.
Yeah, she's got to catch up now. 2 or 3 points on the account is very important for Takahashi. Same, exactly the same again. It's the same combination as played.
Yeah,
Look at
the
that.
straight lift,
Back
and
here.
then comes the cross court.
And then the cross comes again.
Yeah, and that movement extremely difficult, as you were pointing out, Morton. That mid-game interval came
at the right time.
Yeah, for Wang Shixian.
Yes.
Well, she played a delightful backhand in the opening game. Tried to do the same again there, Wang Shixian. This time it didn't work.
But still, despite this, the backhand is still the same combination.
Yeah. So after the straight lift, even if she's got to play it on the backhand side, she goes cross court.
Yes. Takahashi needs a long, grueling rally here, and she obviously has got to win it. But that's what she needs.
Well, it was a hard physical rally, but she didn't win it.
No.
In my opinion, I think she chose the wrong shot to try and go for a winner. Wasn't really in balance.
A little bit more patience.
disguise.
Yeah, it should have been more flat. That reply here should have either gone down or all the way up under the ceiling to buy time.
Well, the racket skills and the disguise of Wang Shixian are absolutely superb. Watch the racket head. Looks as if it's going to go cross court. Rolls the racket head at the last moment, keeping it straight. That's gone long.
9-10.
I think Takahashi has played well. She had her chances,
Yeah.
and despite the scores, whatever we end up with, it looks fairly comfortable. But I think there were times in this match where Takahashi really had the chance.
Second server. 11-19.
Missed it.
Second server. 20, match point 11.
Match point opportunities for Wang Shixian. Oh, good net exchange.
Yes, that's the one I wanted to see more. That reverse
Second
smash.
server. 12-20.
Well, she's got it in her repertoire. Not too little, too late, one suspects.
Play.
This time, second time of asking. 21-16, 21-12. And Wang Shixian regains the advantage for China
Match won
in
by
this Uber Cup
China.
final.
21-16, 21-12.
Umpire confirms the score. 45 minutes for two games. That just proves your point, Morton. Scoreline suggests it's been quite easy. It certainly wasn't. There was some absolutely tremendous rallies in that. Wang Shixian, the world #2, the Asian Games gold medalist, takes a second point for China in the Uber Cup final. A victory over Sayaka Takahashi, 21-16, 21-12 in 45 minutes. So China, after 3 matches, have the advantage. 2-1 over Japan in the Uber Cup final. Next match on court, second women's doubles, and I personally am absolutely delighted that we're going to see this second women's doubles, because I'm fascinated by China's selection. So the reason I'm so pleased is because we've got Zhao Yunlei, the Olympic champion in the women's doubles, double Olympic champion, actually won the mixed doubles as well, playing with world champion Wang Shixian against a very established pairing now from Japan, Mayuki Maeda and Areika Kakiwa, number 5 in the world ranking. And I think Japan could win this second doubles because they are an established pair, which means that it would go down to the wire. It will go down to the